How to keep a dog in an apartment that does not allow dogs video. Eliminate any motivation for barking. If you want to keep your landlord from discovering your dog, you need to keep it quiet. Start by removing any motivation for barking. Try to observe when your dog barks and work on eliminating anything that encourages the behavior. For example, if your dog barks at pedestrians, keep your blinds closed. If your dog tends to bark when you play music, avoid playing music in your apartment. Many dogs bark at the door if the doorbell rings or someone knocks. Try discouraging your guests from knocking or ringing the doorbell. Explain the situation to them so they understand why this is necessary. Neutering your dog will make him, or calmer. Ignore barking whenever possible. It is probably not always possible to ignore barking, especially if you're trying to hide a dog from your landlord. If your dog is barking loudly when you're home, you will probably need to keep it quiet right away. However, dogs may see your attention as a reward. Whenever possible, ignore the barking as this can help discourage the behavior. If your dog starts barking, do not even look at the dog. Turn your back to it and ignore the behavior until the dog quiets down. As soon as your dog gets quiet, reward it immediately. You can give your dog a treat and praise. Once your dog learns it is being rewarded for keeping quiet, lengthen the amount of time the dog needs to stay quiet before receiving a reward. Again, this method is best used outside your apartment. Try to ignore your dog's barking when out on walks or visiting a friend. Desensitize your dog. Dogs may bark if they get nervous or frightened easily. If your dog tends to bark in response to particular stimuli, work on desensitizing your dog to that stimuli. First, identify what makes your dog bark. For example, maybe your dog barks in response to UPS trucks. Many dogs perceive the UPS driver as an intruder. Start exposing your dog to the stimuli at a distance. For example, take your dog to a post office where trucks are parked. Have your dog look at the trucks from across the street. Feed it treats so it associates the truck with happy moments. Repeat this multiple times. Learn when you can expect the UPS truck to drive by your home. Feed your dog treats each time the UPS truck drives by, and stop as soon as the truck is gone. With time, your dog should stop barking in response to a UPS truck. This may take time, however. You will have to give it a few weeks or months. Teach the quiet command. Quiet can be taught as a command. You will first have to teach your dog to speak. You can do this by saying speak and encouraging barking. Reward the barking when it occurs in response to a command. Once your dog knows speak, it can learn quiet. Bring your dog somewhere away from your apartment to teach this command. Say speak and allow your dog to bark. When your dog starts barking, say quiet. When it stops barking, reward it. Repeat until your dog knows it should stop barking when it hears quiet. You can use the quiet command when your dog gets noisy in your apartment. If a car goes by and your dog barks, say quiet. If your dog barks in response to the doorbell ringing, say quiet.